Hello and welcome to a new YouTube video on my YouTube channel. And today I want to explain MangaFi to you because MangaFi is a great opportunity which will use fan coins to change the world. So let's get into it. First of all, MangaFi has a great token which is HONO or XHONO, which is an algorithmic stablecoin which grows continuously, which means that MangaFi will release fan coins in the future which will be backed by HONO. HONO is a blazing algorithmic stablecoin at the core of all fan coins, which is acting as a baking asset and trading pair on MangaFi, which means that HONO is backed by an Ethereum vault, which grows by accumulating platform fees. The goal or the future plan is that one HONO will have the same value as one Ethereum, which means that one HONO will grow up to $2,000. Ethereum is at $2,000. But if Ethereum is also at $10,000, HONO will grow to $10,000 over many years. If Ethereum drops down to zero, HONO also would drop down to zero. That's very important to know. But the risk-reward ratio is very low because I think that Ethereum won't drop below $1,500 or something. If they drop to $1,500, that's still an amazing road for HONO to do. Because right now HONO is at $30, and as you can see, since the launch, the project is only going up and growing, which is great because that's the mechanism of the project. HONO maintains itself in the market with the help of the comprehensive harmonizer for arbitrage, kinetics, and revenue accumulation, which means chakra. This is their algorithm, which is built to grow the HONO token continuously up and up. So HONO or MangaFi generates liquidity through yield generator, which means that you can also invest into the HONO yield generator, and MangaFi is a concentrated liquidity provider with Ethereum through various real yield revenue streams, for example platform fees on Uniswap and many more. And you can harvest your yield daily if you invest also into this, because MangaFi will then use your liquidity also to grow. There's no lock-in period. Also there are emission directing votes with XHONO, which means that you can decide what happens if you want to staking XHONO on MangaFi. You can increase the DAO pool to get more fan coins launched, and fan coins grow much faster than HONO in value. This is brought to you by Manga Token and inuko, which means that MangaFi, Manga Token, inuko, they have combined together to grow this project and to bring this project to a next level. So what's the goal of MangaFi? The goal is to revolutionize the manga industry through decentralized finance, to build long-term self-sustaining DeFi models, and they already are working great. So HONO is a stablecoin backed by Ethereum, and they expect a growth of 8 to 25% per annum, which means each year 8 to 25%. Right now it's growing faster, but I think if there are more liquidity, it will also grow continuously with this 8 to 25% per year. Now something very interesting, what happens if HONO goes off peg, which means that HONO drops, for example. The chakra algorithm manages the value of HONO in the market by balancing the market price against the vault value, which means that if HONO drops, their algorithm will try to bring the price up, and if the price goes up too much, they try to bring the price down, do profit for MangaFi in the same turn. So this is very interesting. Let's get into the MangaFi dashboard. The app, you can use this launch app link to join it. First of all, you need to connect your wallet here. Ethereum blockchain, MetaMask, very simple. So you can get more stats and better overview of this project. Once done, you can see the dashboard, which is really great with a nice chart. This is the HONO price chart in Ethereum. So you can see the price goes up and up and never stops. Same as this is the daily chart since August, so already like around 4 months. This project only goes up. Really great algorithm, total liquidity and market cap of over $60,000, and some very interesting details. There is XHONO and HONO. XHONO is a token which you can't sell for USDT, for example. You need to convert it to HONO first. You can do this on this dashboard, but you can only do it if there is enough HONO in the XHONO conversion pool. So the community goal here right now is to help to grow to 1,500 holders. Once this is done, they will reward their holders with $10,000 of HONO in the XHONO conversion pool, which means that people which have XHONO can convert it to HONO faster. Let's get into some stats. Total backing is right now nearly 30 ETH, which is $63,000, which is a great amount. Total supply of HONO is 2,109, and there's a HONO USDC liquidity pool staking AP of 160%, which is great. The HONO growth per annum is right now 152% since nearly 4 months, which is a great return on invest if you plan to sell it. The XHONO supply is at 194,000. So you can see the XHONO supply is much higher than the HONO supply. This is also why the HONO price is going up and up and up, and it's not possible to convert the XHONO to HONO right now because there are no HONO in the liquidity pool. So they plan to do this process really slow, because if this 194,000 XHONO will be released for swapping to HONO, many people will sell it and then the price will go down. So that's why they plan to do it slow and slow and slow. And total value locked is right now nearly $200,000, $62,000 in the HONO baking, and they also have over $60,000 in the assets under management, which is great. Also, revenue right now is 22.877 ETH, which means that nearly $50,000 already were distributed as total income since 4 months, which is a great amount. And XHONO converted were already 83, which means, as you can see, there are really low amounts of XHONO which can be converted. So here you can see the difference between HONO and XHONO. HONO is the governance token for the MangaFi ecosystem, which means it can be used to manage conversion emissions and select the next coming manga fan coin launches. HONO itself is the liquidity token for fan coins, which means it's baked and minted through Ethereum deposits, and we are expected to grow between 8 to 25% per annum. They also have different contract addresses, which you can copy here, and to import these tokens to your MetaMask wallet, you just need to click on Add HONO and then on Import or Add Token. The same thing with XHONO, click on Add Token, and now you already have it in your wallet, in case you don't see it. Let's get into liquidity. Here you can add or remove liquidity share in the pools. So if you want to farm liquidity and farm the rewards, you can add HONO and USDC here. It's a pretty simple system. It's a regular liquidity pool. There's a 0.3% fee. You can just farm fees. So if you want to do this, you can just import and add HONO and USDC here and approve it, and that's it. Here on Harvest, you can harvest it. You can see your shares, your total earnings, pending earnings, and your last reward update. And that's also pretty simple. Then on Vote, something very important, because here you can choose the weightage of the pool minter. Now we are going into a very complicated system, because this is the yield bearing mechanism. As you can see here, the profit of all these things is in Ethereum, and 10% of these Ethereum profits are going to the pool minter. The pool minter decides if the rewards are going into the DAO pool or in the XHONO pool. The XHONO pool means that the revenue or profit in Ethereum is going to the pool minter and to the XHONO pool. This means that the people will be able to convert more XHONO to HONO, which is a great benefit for people which have a lot of XHONO. So if you have XHONO, you should vote for this XHONO pool. As you can see, the current weightage is already going up, because at the beginning it was at 2%. Now it's already at 4.4%, which means many people want their XHONO to be converted to HONO, so they vote for this one. If you want to vote for that, you can vote for that. Now, something very important, the old tokens of this MangaFi ecosystem are Manga and Inuko. So first you need to swap to the Binance Smart Chain, and now you can see the Manga value based on XHONO's potential and the current XHONO conversion exchange rate. So you can swap your Manga tokens to XHONO on the Binance Smart Chain. Same thing to Inuko. If you have Inuko and you want to swap it to XHONO, you need to do this here. Now we can see the XHONO HONO conversion pool. For this we need to change to Ethereum again, and we can see 0 HONO available in pool, which means that there is no possibility right now to convert XHONO to HONO because there's 0 in the pool. But already 83 XHONO were converted to HONO, which means it's possible. Sometimes there is HONO available in the pool, but right now it's not available. I hope in the future, if there's more liquidity and more people investing into this project, this will be available more often. But yeah, let's see. You can use your referral link to get people into MangaFi, and as a referral, you will get 0.05% of the referred liquidity providers Harvest. This is capped to 0.01 ETH, so maybe that's interesting for you. Now let's have a small overview about MangaFi itself and their yield-bearing mechanism. So I want to explain this more detailed to you. You can see MangaFi earns rewards through the Uniswap v3 HONO USDC trading pool, through the Uniswap version 3 link in Ethereum trading pool, through arbitrage from HONO and USDC, and through XHONO to HONO, 2.5% fees for this. So these profits will be made in Ethereum. 5% of these will be added to liquidity for more trading fees here at the link Ethereum trading pool. 40% are going into the HONO baking, which is great. 25% are going to the operations wallet. 20% are going to the Uniswap version 3 HONO USDC staking rewards, and 10% are going to the pool minter, which means more HONO to convert XHONO to HONO. This is their yield bearing mechanism. And now let's have a look at different other documents here. For example, the real yield revenue resources. So as you can see, they do arbitrage with HONO. They use Uniswap trading fees and Uniswap fees from pairs on liquidity engine. So these are real yield revenues, which means that there's not any like fake pump or something. The project generates real revenue, so they grow. It's really simple and it's a great system. So one thing I wanted to explain to you is Chakra, which is their great system to constantly grow the HONO price and also get revenue while the price is pumping. So there are two arbitrage methods. The above baking arbitrage method involves minting HONO with Ethereum at the baking price and selling it at an overpriced rate until it reaches the baked value, which means that there's an elastic supply which allows MangaFi to mint and burn HONO depending on the price, if it's up or down. So if the price is above the baking price, they can mint HONO for the baking price and sell it for the price right now, which means that they receive a profit, which is between the baking price and the price right now, which is a premium, and the premium collected from the sale will then be used as revenue to grow the MangaFi ecosystem, which is great because this is a method to grow the project, value, trust, and many more, because the price is constantly growing up. And once the price is below the baking arbitrage, on the other hand, this involves burning HONO and redeeming Ethereum from the collateral reserve, which is used to buy back HONO until it reaches the baked value. So, as you can see, this is also a method to stabilize the price and avoid that the price drops, which is a great method. And I think it's the first project which has this method. I had never heard that before, and I really like it. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you want to join MangaFi, the link to the website is in the video description, and leave me a like and a subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.